Welcome to Dutchtown High School for the REV Game of the Week. Jeff Porsche and Jolie Hartman are here with you tonight. Tonight it is boys soccer from Griffin Field. The Dutchtown Griffins 7-6-3 on the season versus Santa Maria 2-15-2 on the season. We're going to take a short break, and then when we come back, we will set up tonight's game, and we will get to the beginning in just a few minutes. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
In 2025, REV eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
Here we are, Cypress Roofing, a woman-owned roofing company
specializing in insurance claims.
with the hurricane season right around the corner.
Give us a call.
Get to know SEC Heating and Cooling this year. Locally owned and operated by Stephen Conyer since 2013, SEC Heating and Cooling works with residential and commercial customers in Ascension, East Baton Rouge, Livingston, and surrounding parishes. SEC specializes in preventive maintenance, repair, and complete change-out and installation of energy-efficient central air systems. From professional sales and expert installation of central AC systems to repairs and ductless AC systems, we can handle all your needs. For total peace of mind, call SEC today.
No one teaches you what to do immediately after an accident. Once everyone is safe, your first call should be to an attorney, not the insurance company.
Don't let the insurance company take advantage of you at your time of need. Call the Title Law Firm. We'll walk you through what you need to do in real time.
But you can take advantage of the Title Law Firm's 30 years of experience.
Before you call your insurance, make a free, no-obligation call to the Title Law Firm.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Title.
B.T. Chapman and A.J. Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Dutchtown High School's athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Griffins!
My name is Tamika Brooks, and I can tell you that REV Internet is the bomb. When I switched my services to REV, the people who came to set up were amazing. They were local, they were friendly, they were home. I really enjoyed it. I have not had a service call. When I'm doing conference calls, I cannot have buffering. It is a no-no when I'm with a client. I do not want to appear unprofessional. So REV has had me in the sweet spot the last 4 years. If you're looking for the best fiber internet, I highly recommend REV.
REV presents the Action Minute.
Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
Hi, I'm Haley Leindecker with Action Therapy and Wellness in Gonzales, and I'm here to show you some simple techniques that you can do at home to increase mobility and improve posture.
The seated thoracic extension using a foam roller will improve your posture. Support your neck with your hands and keep your feet flat on the ground. Lean back over the foam roller while keeping your lower back neutral. Standing wand flexion is easy and very effective. Using a shoulder-width grip, keep your arms straight and slowly raise the wand overhead as far as comfortable. For the pectoralis stretch, stand near a doorway and place your forearms against the wall at a 90-degree angle. Step forward slightly till you feel a slight pull in your chest to feel a stretch. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Repeat 3 times.
Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, occupational, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
Welcome back to the Rev Game of the Week from Dutchtown High School. It's starting to get a little cloudy, but it should be a great night for soccer. A little cold. Temperatures in the 50s tonight, but not much wind, and so it should be a good night for action. It's Santa Maria versus Dutchtown boys soccer tonight. Now, we're going to be doing back-to-back nights for the Rev Game of the Week. Tomorrow night, Jimmy and Jolie will be doing girls soccer, but we're going to flip the script. Then we're going to go to the pit, and it's going to be Dutchtown at Santa Maria. But tonight, it is boys Santa Maria at Dutchtown, and as I said, Jolie Hartman's with me. I'm Jeff Porsche. I'm sitting in here for Jimmy tonight. He was supposed to broadcast, but we had to do a little switch, so I'm out here, and I hope everything's all right, Jimmy, and I hope you, if you're tuning in, good evening. How you doing? But we're here, and we're ready to go, and I'm going to turn it over to Jolie, and she's going to tell you about the keys to tonight's game.
Yeah, so very exciting night, big district game right here. For the Santa Maria, their speed of play has got to be here tonight for the Gators. When you think about speed of play, it's not just the necessary, Jeff, running up and down the field. It's actually with you with the ball, being able to knowing when to pass or knowing when to kind of dribble the ball is going to be key for the Gators. The second one is their decision-making in transition. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of defensive mindset for the Gators tonight with, coming here to Dutchtown and seeing their record. It's going to have to be that they can't just clear the ball out every single time. They're going to have to try to find the little passes to where they can all transition to offense a lot quicker. And the last thing for the Santa Maria Gators is their veteran leadership. Santa Maria is going to be starting a lot of new faces tonight against the Griffins, so they're going to have to use their veterans that have played against Dutchtown, the last 2 years, 3 years, to kind of spark their underclassmen into trying to get this win tonight over the Griffins. And for the Griffin side, the maintaining possession is going to be huge for them because of the fact that they cannot be the ones that's making a mistake. They have to make Santa Maria kind of work harder and work forward and try to get them off their game. Second one for Dutchtown is winning the 1v1 battles. Taking on each defender can be a challenge, but for Dutchtown, just getting past one of them, you're going to have somebody else open, and they're going to have to find it really quick. And lastly, communication for the Griffins. Just staying positive. If something's not working, continue to try to improve. Continue to have a positive outlook because, you're coming in here, and I hate to say it, Jeff, but for the Griffins, January has been their month. Yeah. They are just rocking and rolling, scoring goals. Last week we were here when they played Prairieville, and they looked phenomenal. So, the start of 2026 for the Griffins has been a great stepping stone for their district month. And, they have the Gators tonight, and, the Griffins are trying to tack on a few more goals to start their 2026 season.
They're going to play their first district game tonight. They had a couple of warm-ups. They played our game of the week last week and had a big win against Prairieville. They beat Zachary later in the week as well. So they are just beginning district play. This is actually going to be Santa Maria's third game, and they're 0-2, so they really need to get back on the winning track here tonight. But it's going to be tough because this is a really good Dutchtown team, and we're going to talk about the coaches right now. And you can see Coach Heprick right there as Kevin Heprick, the second-year coach. He's 12, 25, and 7 in his career at Santa Maria. Actually 12, 26, and 7 overall. And most of those losses, and the big part of that losing record comes from this season because, as we said, they're 2-15-2. This was a playoff team last year. They won a playoff game. We actually did that game. It was over at Spartan Stadium, and they were the visiting team against East Ascension, but they won that game. But this season they have slumped big time, and they're probably not going to be in the postseason. At last check, and Jolie confirmed that they were 40 in the power rankings, and you got to get to 32. So if they're going to make a playoff run, they got to do it starting tonight. But it's highly unlikely. But they still have a good program, and it's just kind of one of those down years, and that happens every now and then. And Jolie will tell you more about it because we were talking about that before, because this is very unusual for Santa Maria. Now, Dutchtown, you look at their record, and you look at their coach, and you look at him right now in all black with the purple ski cap. That's Marcus Dyer, and he is one of the best coaches for soccer here in Ascension Parish. He's taken his team to a couple of state championship games. He didn't win state, but he made finals in 22 and 23. And he made the semis in 24 and the quarterfinals in 2025. And he is in a position to maybe make a run in this district play and get another home game for the playoffs, as he looks like this team could possibly be a top 16 seed. And we're just about getting ready. I hear the public address talking right now, but I think we still have enough time. Why don't we try to get some of the starting lineups? I'll turn it over to you, Jolie, and because I know you know a lot about these Santa Maria kids. So why don't you do the starting lineup?
Yeah, so the starting lineup for the Santa Maria Gators tonight will be in goal, number 99, Will Roten, number 14, Peyton Bourgeois, number 4, Jaden Bourgeois, number 14, Peyton Babin, then number 4, Jaden Bourgeois, number 32, Colston Carreras, number 18, Mark Carter, number 21, Parker Wagaspack, number 47, Aiden Kirby, number 6, Jorge Lozano, number 11, Carter Main, number 15, Trey Mayfield, and number 3, Jackson Steele.
So that's your starting lineup for the Gators. Now for the home team, the Dutchtown Griffins. In goal tonight, you have Chase Klein wearing number 33. Then you have number 2, Jacob Womack, number 9, Asher Evans, number 3, David Rivera, number 6, Cade Johnson, number 14, Reed Shea, number 7, Cade Foley, number 5, Jackson Eljar, number 31, James Cox, number 20, Albie Vitucci, and number 13, Roland Penny. And we've seen these teams. Well, we've definitely seen Dutchtown, and this is one of our first chances to see Santa Maria. And Santa Maria's struggling, like I said. They're 0-2 in district. In fact, the only games Santa Maria's played in the only district games that have happened so far. They played Denham and they played EA. They lost both of those games. So they're 0-2. So really they're playing probably their first 3 games against the top 3 teams in the district in terms of power ratings. 3 teams that could likely get a home playoff game, and this is the 3rd one right here. So this is why I say it's a must-win here tonight, Jolie, because maybe you have a chance to sneak out a win against Walker or Live Oak, but the Dutchtown win might get you some power points.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you can see, Denham is sitting up there as 11-2-1 and 1-0 in district. Denham, on the boys' side, is a top 10 seed right now in the state. So Santa Maria has already played them, but if Santa Maria gets this win tonight and Dutchtown just so happens, as a Dutchtown fashion, beats Denham, that's so much more power points, going to the Gators. But I mean, for Santa Maria here, it's not just the sense of, winning this game tonight. It's competing. You have a crest on your chest tonight that says Santa Maria High School. So just showing out and, doing the best for the black and gold. And for me personally, looking at these, these records right here, that is a very tough district. You see 7-6, 5-5, 8-5, 10-3, and then Santa Maria 2-15-2. They all play Division I top 10 teams all season long,
Right, and this is a young and inexperienced team, and you were telling me as we go to the national anthem, we will talk about it right after this. All right, so now here we go, and going back to my point, the thing I was trying to say was that Sandoval needs to win tonight, but they have had a lot of problems this year, and Jolie can elaborate on a little bit of that. And if you look at them, you can see they got a lot of young kids on this team, and we talked about last week, Dutchtown lost a lot of kids to Prairieville. Sandoval lost a lot of kids to Prairieville, too. They also lost their coach, Adrian Garcia. And so now that you're in that second year, kind of removed from that, you can kind of see the impact of those things. And with some injuries and with some other issues that have happened, when you look at some of these kids that are going to be starting for Sandoval, they're going to be small. Yeah. And that's because they have to pull kids from their JV and their freshman rosters tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just something that, you build a new high school in such an established, parish and things like that. It's going to take from, parts of other schools. And for Sandoval High School, it's going to be that we're going to have to look at the true, and I'm going to call them this Santa Maniacs. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be so excited to see, because I teach freshmen, see some of these freshmen play against Dutchtown and have this experience already their freshman year. Is going to be really cool to talk to them tomorrow at school, but I'm just more excited just to see the opportunity that the younger Gators are going to have tonight, because then they're going to be kind of well-tuned for the next 3 years in this big platform against, big district rivals as Dutchtown.
Yeah, and Dutchtown, last week we saw them play Prairieville, and a lot of people thought that Prairieville might win that game because they were on a big 10 to 12 game winning streak and may have been the better team according to records, but you don't follow records all the time in boys soccer around here, because Marcus Dyer plays a tough schedule because that's what gets his team ready for the postseason. So he played a lot of teams, like a lot of the Catholic schools, a lot of the private schools, and he took his lumps. But then he's won 3 in a row after that. He beat Mandeville, which was a top 10 team. He beat Prairieville, which is a top 10 team. And Zachary, not a top 10 team, but they're a pretty good team. And so you can – what we saw there, they have a veteran lineup. And so in terms of experience and veteran players, Dutchtown has a decided advantage. Dutchtown is definitely the favorites to win this game because they're starting to basically hit their stride.
Yeah.
Because of this monster schedule that they play, and Sandoval's kind of beaten up this season. So you never know, though. You never know what's going to happen. And last week we thought that maybe we'd have an evenly matched game between them and Prairieville, and Dutchtown wiped them out. So who knows?
That's why I always giggle when people say that they're going to look at, records and things like that. And here's my one thing about a record. You haven't played us yet. Or you know what I mean? So, that's something that it's always just kind of fun. But already right now, Dutchtown got to be on the defensive side here. One of their keys is definitely maintaining possession. So being able to kind of make Sandoval, hate to say it like this, but look like chickens with their heads cut off, running around is definitely a key. So you want to have that possession throughout and keep the ball on the ground. Once it starts kind of popping up and going crazy on the turf, Sandoval is going to easily, maintain that possession. So Dutchtown right here on this offensive thread just needs to find each other and kind of go with it and find the back of the net.
Yeah, a moment ago you saw an opportunity possibly getting it into the box with Colston Carreras for Sandoval, but they could not do anything with it. And now here's a good job by number 21, Parker Wagasback, for Sandoval clearing it. And now Dutchtown on the offensive. Just a minute or so underway, no score. This has kind of become the boys' rivalry in Ascension Parish over the last few years with the rise of Dutchtown soccer and kind of the decline of East Ascension soccer. But now East Ascension's on the upswing again, so you never know. It's good for all these teams in the parish to be competitive, but this has become quite the rivalry. They played in the postseason as here's an opportunity for the Gators, and it's cleared.
No one there.
Carreras can't get to it, and now an opportunity on the counter. Nope. Sandoval keeps control. But these two teams usually when they play over the last 5 or so years, this is a game that determines the district title. As you see, Penny getting it, cross, nobody there, and cleared. Now get a strike right and out. And was that knocked out by Roden, or did we have the corner? Didn't really need to touch that, I don't think.
No. Kind of giving the Griffins a little freebie right here, you know. Goalkeeper for Sanama just could have it was a shot, you know, off from the Griffins, could have let it go. But let's see what the Gators can come up with here.
And so there it is, high header in the box, still in traffic. Sanama gets it away for a moment, and it'll go out, and the throw in for Dutchtown. So they have a moment to catch their breath and set their defense. I like how Sanama is got the white jerseys with the black numbers. We can tell who they are. This is the first jerseys all week that we've seen since about last Tuesday that we can actually read.
Yeah. And if you can't tell, on their shorts, too, in gold. So I'm like, okay, good.
So here we go. Trying to clear it, trying to get some sort of momentum on offense. And now it's taken away. Trying to get it to Penny. We have at least we have the luxury of covering Dutchtown last week, so we can actually recognize a few of the players. And a lot of their offense goes through Vitucci and Penny. They were the goal scorers in the 3-0 game, along with number 55, Stephen Wells. Now here's an opportunity.
Great through brawl.
Left side. Trying to get through traffic. Nice strike, but a good stop by goalkeeper. Still alive and over the post.
Penny with that awesome try right there, but just a little too much oomph and took it over. As we can see, Roten right there for the Gators just kind of put his palm up, slapped it away, and then Penny getting just a little bouncing ball, as we can see from here, and just puts a leg up, but just a little too much.
Yeah, that's you need those breaks to go your way here if you're Sanama. Last district game they had was against Denham Springs, and they were mercy ruled 8-0. You don't want to get that back-to-back. So far they've been competitive, and they've done a good job defending.
Yeah, just play simple. You know what I mean? I've always said the most dangerous person on the field is the person without the ball. So you got to find them. The person with the ball, yes, they are the ones that it makes the match or anything else, but they're looking for that next play before anything else. So have to find them, and that's kind of what Sanama is trying to do right now. But Dutchtown is just so explosive on any little thing that they do. They always have somebody open. They're always moving. As you can see, it went from the middle, outside middle again, and somebody was wide open. As we can see, just kind of on this replay, just kind of set back and sailed that one.
Strike high and wide.
And I'm pretty sure that was number 14, Reed Shea.
So Penny trying to take possession, cannot, but here comes Dutchtown on the left. They'll set up. That's the far side from our vantage point. Now, you maybe I thought about a strike. Now he's going to pass it right. Nice pass. Good movement into Penny. Now thought we were going to get another strike there, but it's knocked away by number 4. Bourgeois. Header. Dutchtown has an opportunity. There's a strike high through the goalposts. So we are still scoreless. 6 minutes in, 0-0. Sanama versus Dutchtown.
Yeah, and we're just going to see Dutchtown right here just start taking a chip at the goal. Why not? I've always said that if you want to win a game, you actually have to put the ball at your feet and shoot the ball. So even if it's 30, 40, 20, 10, 15, shoot, never know what's going to happen.
And we saw that earlier when you get those shots.
Done.
As you see opportunity for the Gators and a race for the ball. There's an empty net if they can get there, and they cannot. The goalkeeper, Klein, came out, but that might have been ill-advised as you had the forward down there doing a good job getting to the ball.
Yeah.
And, boy, they dodged a bullet. That would have been a shocking
Yeah.
turn of events right here.
I was waiting for number 15, Trey Mayfield, to just kind of slick it on by, just a little love tap to the ball, get him around him. But, man, great job by Klein, though. Yes, that was a little moment.
Wow.
But, hey, he got a piece of his foot on it, and his defense was there right behind him.
Throw in from Aiden Kirby, 47. Controlled by Babin. Now over to Carreras. Now they're going to try the right side, and it's knocked away. It's going to go out of bounds. Throw into the Gators.
And there was a substitution for the Gators now in for Trey Mayfield is number, looks like 7, but I'll try to get that name for you real quick. And that's Bronson Perez is in for the Gators.
Oh, I remember him from last year. He's a good player. Trying to go left over to Babin. Now he's going to move around. Good movement. There's Lozano. They're going to try to get the ball down, and the goalkeeper this time, Klein, gets it easily. But Santa Ma's contesting those things. They're not just going to let it be an easy, lazy grab by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, beautiful
Look at
through
this.
ball, but offsides.
Offsides. Flag goes up.
Very, very close right there. Could have just, just waited a little bit and then continue his run. As you can already see, he was way before the Gator defense.
So Santa Ma's had the advantage, had a couple of advantages with a couple of counters and nearly a dangerous situation with the goalkeeper out of goal, but they were able to convert. Possession has been primarily on the in Dutchtown's favor as you get another offensive right here. Trying to get it through to Penny. He's got it, but it's behind him. Now he gets back. Coxon shoots, blocked. And now there's another one wide of the left post.
Yes, very, very good job by number 21 for the Gators. Parker Wagasback simply standing, being in a wall. That's what a defender is first. Great job by that Gator for just simply he beat you, so let me just stay in front of you. Absolutely love that.
Yep, we're almost 10 minutes in. We remain scoreless, 50-50 ball.
Yes, on the
maybe
back.
Got a little leverage on the back for sure.
He's using them like a ladder and simply just.
I believe that's Carreras.
Yeah, and he's tall too.
Yeah. Don't have a lot of tall kids on this team. Like we said, we got a lot of freshmen and JV players that are going to be in the rotation tonight for the Gators. You can definitely see them and the height advantage that Dutchtown has and the size advantage. It's not like the girls' game where the freshmen can get in and compete very quickly. A lot of times the freshmen on the boys' side can be a little smaller. And it may be more of an advantage to have the upperclassmen.
Here's Bronson Perez for the Gators, simply taking 2 on. Let's see if he has somebody has to be open. He has 3 people right there and simply doesn't get it to Babin, number 14.
I think that was Womack who got there for Dutchtown. It was definitely a single digit. Nice pass, but it's knocked away by number 11, Carter Mann. So Santa Ma still fighting. Still scoreless. Reminder, tomorrow, girls soccer from the pit. Same teams, but different venue. Well, same schools, not the same team. It's the girls' teams. I should correct myself.
I was like, maybe,
yeah,
but I'm not going to let you slide on that one, Jeff.
No, I know.
Same colors, yes, offsides.
Okay.
From that, yes, is definitely going to be different tempo, different movement. That is something I've always loved about watching the boys' game. It's just so much faster, so much energy.
Yeah.
And the balls go way higher and faster in some sense. But for me personally, it's just watching the youth of our kids here playing soccer. When I grew up, soccer was like foreign. Nobody did it. And then now more and more people are going through and playing this sport, and I absolutely love it.
Had a very dramatic flip there, no whistle.
Bronson
Both teams
Perez,
going for the ball.
Great
Opportunity.
turn. He's being
Look at him, and he's
pushed in the
bracketed in a whistle and
Yep.
a penalty. So they'll get the kick from about 25 yards from the goal.
Yeah, and simple, going back to how we started this game with maintaining possession, as we can see on this one.
Watch the trip. No, we didn't see that. Yeah, there it is. Woo!
Somersault getting ready for UDA.
Yeah.
It's the Super Bowl, everybody, this week.
Foley.
Yes,
that was
UDA
the
Nationals.
Flip. Yeah.
So,
here's an opportunity. Santa Ma want to try to put a little pressure on the Gators. On the Griffins.
Don't worry, they have enough pressure.
Yep. Perez high.
And
not quite
it.
there. Yep.
He's going to want that one back.
Yeah. Let's look at it on the replay. Yeah, just got underneath it.
Yep.
So another bullet dodged. You're very popular here, right?
I try to feel like I am.
Yeah. Got a lot of visiting fans from Santa Ma. They took the long 9-minute drive.
Well, if we're stuck in traffic like me, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Which, that's crazy.
I'm just saying 9, 12, something like that.
Yeah. Coming from Weber City, 25 minutes. That's crazy.
Coming from the big city.
Yeah. Throw in for the Griffs. And this is something, if somebody would have looked at this record, their records before the game, they would have already thought, with 15 minutes, in Dutchtown should almost be 2-3-0. This is something that I absolutely love seeing from, every program here in Ascension Parish.
Right.
You're going to have to work to win games, and no matter what it is. And so right now, Dutchtown just calm. You have the scoring opportunities. Just be patient and actually, focus when you're shooting and don't lean back too much or do anything like that. Like that communication right there from Penny.
Yeah, they thought
And
that
then,
Foley was
Womack.
going to get to it, I think.
Yeah.
And Foley's going to throw it in. Oh, excuse me, not Foley, Womack.
Yeah.
Not 7, but 2. And now he's going to pass up the opportunity, and we're going to have a throw in eventually.
I think with the new Griffin coming in, I'll make sure to get that number in a minute.
Number 9. That's Asher Evans going to throw it in, and it's down, and they can't get the header on it, but here comes Griffin to try to swoop on the ball. That time it was Foley. Now an opportunity in the corner. Good defense by the Gators. Are they going to be able to keep it in? Are we going to get a corner? Or actually, is that a goal kick?
Nope. Looks like the center ref is calling for a corner.
Okay. And this is going to be done by Foley. Dangerous situation for the Gators.
Corner 2 already for the Griffins.
15 minutes in, line drive, and it's loose, and it's taken out by Roten. Good job, and throw in coming for Dutchtown. And,
as you can see, just kind of bouncing and bouncing. Somebody has to get it out, and
he does.
Yes.
So still trying to weather the storm. The longer you can keep this game scoreless, the more momentum and confidence that you can get. But the issue oftentimes is, as we see the ball close to midfield and a whistle, kind of what you discover when you're watching these games. We saw this with the girls' game against East Ascension last week. East Ascension kept it close, kept it competitive, and kept it scoreless for a while. But then what happens oftentimes, you give up that first goal, and you kind of lose your confidence, you lose your focus, and then next thing you know, it's 3-0.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happens. So if you can keep this scoreless for a long time and you build that confidence, you might be able to overcome that kind of snowball effect, which is what you want to avoid.
So free kick coming right here for the Griffins from a Gator foul.
35 out. And here it is, strike on goal, and it's knocked away. Still loose in the box.
And out. Nice job by the Gators.
Yes.
Griffins right here just kind of find that back in, get the Gators off key, but great job by the Gators by simply getting it out.
All right, Roten did a good job again. He was able to get his fist on the ball. It was a good strike. And so now we're going to get another penalty and another kick from the Griffins. This time from about the 17, so that's about 28 yards out. Trying to get it inside. He's there, and it's over the net. And another
That's going to be
break.
A corner because that was off of a Gator. So I was kind of holding my breath on that one.
Yep. Foley coming. We're 18 minutes in. We are still scoreless. Santa Maria at Dutchtown. And
beautiful ball.
Yeah, it's nice. And it's
And
in
it's
off
in.
the back of, I think that is, let's see if we can see it on the turnaround. It's the guy on the far right. Hard to see.
Yeah. So number 8.
Number 8. Yeah, number 8 with the header, actually. And so
that's Owen Fletcher.
That's Owen Fletcher, who was removed from the starting lineup tonight. But he, I guess he came in and in a sub and got the opening goal. Actually, the one of the Griffins' starting quarterbacks. And so he knows how to run an offense, and it ran through him right there in soccer as well. It's 1-0 Griffins.
Yeah, I mean, Santa Maria right there defensively, they kind of was hoping somebody was going to be there. You know what I mean? Instead of kind of setting up. But great job by Owen by finding, nobody was there. Hey, I can just put my back to it. You know, anything to find the back of the net is awesome.
And if you get 3 opportunities for a corner kick, eventually
it's going to go in.
Come up with some success. So now Santa Maria's got to come up with an answer. As you see, number 14, Babin, behind the back, goes out. Throw in for the Griffs. Penny, he had the opening goal against Prairieville last week. Fletcher has the opening goal here tonight. And Penny, nice give and go. Cross. Can he get enough control to strike? No, he cannot. I think
nice.
He wasn't looking for that pass, perhaps, right there. And now you get the high ball, and the header was not off sides, and off the rebound, no good. Still there. And an opportunity, perhaps good defense by the Gators, but Dutchtown still fighting for possession. There's a strike wide, and good save by Roden, but that's going to result in a corner.
Corner, yep. So working on number 3.
Yep. They had one very early from that right side. Then you had back-to-back on the left.
It's a 4th.
So this is actually the 4th. But they were successful on the 3rd. But, you had back-to-back on the left earlier. I think that's what you were referring to. A little high, but there's a header. I think that was Fletcher again, not there.
No, and it's going to go on the left side yet again for number 5. When you start seeing a lot of corners, that's defense just, okay, let's just kick it out.
Yeah.
Not having a plan, truly turn your body, get it upfield. It's only 1-0. I hope the Gators can realize and stop giving Dutchtown, the simple corners that they can easily score.
And so this one's high and wide, header, another header, and attempt blocked. Now they'll set up on the right side, trying to weave through traffic. That's Fletcher, and he'll pass it, and a nice attempt on the comeback, but it's going to be blocked by Roten, and we're going to get another corner.
Yes, beautifully done right here. Just simple, hands up, get it out. Awesome job by Roten right there.
Yeah, Dutchtown really putting the pressure on the Gators right now. And so they're going to set up. And they're going to have the long strike. Trying to bounce through. Knocked away by the Gators. Santa Maria trying to mount some sort of counter. Cannot. And that will go out. And it'll be a goal kick. 22 minutes in. Santa Maria trying to weather the storm right now. They trail 1-0. Roden's made some nice saves. Only goal off of a set piece, the header by Fletcher. Off the corner.
That simply just turned around and put his back to it. That was it.
And now Dutchtown with possession again. Last 5 or 6 minutes has been on this side of the field. And there's an attempt. And, Penny tried to do something acrobatic there. And
Penny's just having fun out there.
Lost. He lost that opportunity.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm
not sure if he was
use?
trying to go with, just simple behind the back or literally pull and dug. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to ask him that after the game.
Yeah. Header by Lozano goes out. Throw in.
Jackson Steele on the other side for the Gators.
One of the best names in sports. Nice pass. Can they maintain it? I think that, Roten's going to get to it before Penny does. So another opportunity missed for the moment. Roten.
Over. I just love a turf and a bounce.
Yep. That thing
will
takes
bounce.
such a high bounce over the heads of both of the players. Now back in midfield and a through ball to Penny. He's there. He's on side.
See what Penny could do.
2 defenders, and he shoots, and it's knocked away by Roden, and will get the corner.
Yep. Really love how Roden was set up right there. He saw Penny was just kind of letting the ball bounce, so you have to take away that near post. Great job right there. And for Penny, simple. If he's taking away the near post, hit the far post area.
So another corner. Oh,
just missed.
Yep. We're on our second hand counting the corners at this point. It's about 7 or 8 at least.
Yeah. We got 2 Gators coming in and get you the numbers. It looks like number 7 is coming back in. Bronson Perez for the Gators. And then once the other Gator turn around, I'll try to get the number.
Yeah. As we said, you got some young kids out there on the field right now. And if we get a chance, if Dutchtown doesn't stop being aggressive right here, we'll hold on a second because it looks like we're going to have another opportunity for the Griffs. But I want to talk about Santa Ma and part of their struggles with their roster. It's a turnaround and wide. Maybe you can tell us a couple of reasons why, and then we talked about part of that with Prairieville, but they've lost some players and had some bad luck with injuries and stuff like that as well. I believe, right?
Yeah, just watching this replay though, I want to count out that Penny last week against Prairieville. This is exactly how he started. Remember, he was shooting, and then finally found the back of the net, and then I felt like he couldn't stop after that. So Penny got to keep doing that if he wants to find the back of the net tonight. But, for Santa Ma, lots of injuries, with the program right now. Kind of missing one of their, best players in recent years with Caden Manchester out with the ACL.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
So you're kind of missing that leadership and that style of play and just that quickness and fast. And then, just a little other injuries throughout the season. Just soccer, is one of the sports in high school that goes through 3 holidays, and it's a lot, a lot of flu, a lot of knees and that kind of stuff and ankles. But I love the opportunity that Coach Hupp is giving his younger players to, come up and already kind of see, what the program needs to be like, next year and in the years to come.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad I asked you that question because I totally forgot about Manchester.
Oh, I can never forget about him.
When he was a freshman, he was the best guy on the pitch already.
Yeah.
And I think he got the first goal in the in one of the Dutchtown Santa Ma games that we covered here at Griffin Field. But now here's Penny. Nice pass. Nobody there.
Great
Good
job.
defense, but a turnaround off the top post and off the top of the net, and another missed opportunity for the Griffins.
Yes, as we can see, simple off the top post, does not cross, and Second attempt, yet again, sails high.
Boy, Santamon knows probably at this point it could be like about 3-0 if Dutchtown has a little luck, and so you got to kind of realize that right now and see if you can use some of the good karma or whatever you want to call it to your advantage right now. But they just can't mount any sort of offensive at this point. Dutchtown just too aggressive right now. Have not been really able for the last 15 minutes or so to form any sort of counter attack. I think that's Perez. That clears it. Still in play. Griffins have it. Oh, here's a chance. Nope. Thought you might get a steal right there.
Yeah, kind of playing it, at ease. He kind of sees Babin, number 14 for the Gators, sees that he's the only one up there. So you win it, and then what do I do with it? Do I take on 3 Griffins at a time, or
you might have to?
Yeah.
Now the header trying to get it to Penny.
Perez right there for the Gators. Great job right there.
That's Fletcher trying to go left. Good defense. Cleared by number 18, Carter. Santamon trying to do something. Carreras trying to go right. Can't get it.
Yeah, and that sub earlier for Santamon, that's number 46, Jerry Rouillet, is in for the Gators.
Ah, okay.
He finally turned around. Literally been waiting.
We're approaching about 75% of this first half. Dutchtown 1. Santamon 0.
And, another Gator that you don't see tonight, Gustavo, great midfielder for the Gators, also out with an ACL injury. Get to see him, almost every day at school, and we just talk, giggle at each other and talk soccer. So miss definitely seeing him out on the field this season.
Yeah. There's another steal by the Gators.
Steal by Steele.
Yep. Love that name, Jackson Steele. Guy, when a name like Jackson Steele, you got to be good at sports.
There you go.
Or you should be.
And if not, I just hope you try.
Yep.
I always love a good Rudy.
Mm-hmm. Lots of great sports names out there, but that's one of the best. Still waiting to get another player that's called Max Power. That would be a great name to have, but Jackson Steele's not bad. We'll find other things to talk about now, like soccer.
And as we can see, just kind of the same thing. I don't think Dutchtown really thought Santamon was going to come out like this. You know what I mean? Definitely a different team from last week against Prairieville. But they haven't stopped. That's something that I do like about Dutchtown's offense. They are selling left and right and above. But it's still continuing to challenge Santamon's defense. And as we can see, Penny right here trying to take on 2, but...
And at least for a couple of minutes, Roden's got a little breather, but I think he's about to get back on the defensive right here. That's not going to get to him, and he wisely lets it go, and we'll get the goal kick. Santamon, we talked about them. They've had a great tradition. They've made a lot of postseason appearances, and they're not the one and done type of program. They always advance. And last year they were the visitors, which meant that they were the lower seed, and they went to Spartan Stadium and won. So they've had success in recent years, but this season has just kind of not been favorable for them in terms of we talked about it with the injuries and with a lot of different things that have happened. But they get Manchester back next year. Mm-hmm. They'll be right back in the thick of things. They're in the thick of this game right now. They only trail 1-0, but they need to mount some sort of counterattack here soon. Because if you give Dutchtown enough opportunities, they're going to get a second goal
And this
here soon.
beautiful through ball, very nice.
Good defense,
Good
right back to
job.
him. And it goes through, and here's a strike, and in, and a second goal.
That was beautiful, and I'm pretty sure that is Mr. Shea himself.
Let's see,
Number 14.
Yep, and so Reed Shea gets the goal. Lots of Sheas in the soccer program. We had Jake Shea back in the day. Now we got Reed Shea with the goal for Dutchtown, and it's 2-0, 32 minutes in.
And shout out to Reed's dad, Chris Shea. Thank you for sending me the roster today and always talking about soccer. And thank you for having your son's cleats be bright enough that now I know exactly who he is on the field.
Yep. We need to have some sort of marker out there because Dutchtown's uniforms are impossible to read because we talked about this from our distance. It's night. It's black jerseys with purple numbers. So we appreciate all the help that we can marking our players out here.
Yeah.
And now an opportunity, perhaps. Carrera's trying to keep possession. He does. Nice pass. And here's a potential counterattack.
Here's that size difference happening right now.
Yeah, that was Rouillet trying to do something, but he must be one of the young kids, one of the freshmen or sophomores that we have out here tonight.
Another Gator coming off. Babin is coming off, and a Gator is coming on. Try to see that number if he turns around for you.
Let's see, 47.
Aiden Kirby started the game, probably came out just for, water break, rest, kind of talk it out with Coach what needs to happen.
Can they get the strike? They cannot. Kirby's trying to get there. Good defense. That's Shea again.
Mark Carter for the Gators, that lone Gator back there. Great job. But that's something that Senemal needs to work on in the second half and, continue up this game. If they clear it, it has just went to the Griffins every single time. You have to pick up your head before you kick the ball to know where a Gator is at because it has been getting thrown back, back to you, and that's not fun to be defending all night long.
No contact and the foul, Dutchtown guilty. And Perez is going to get it through really fast, try to catch Dutchtown before they can set up, and this is Carreras on the left side. Can he get it across? And it's knocked away. There. Good job because he had his wing right there.
Yep, Kirby.
Boy, that could have been a dangerous situation. A little hand checks right there, and I think they're going to call that on Penny. And Dutchtown's happy about that as Perez will get a free kick.
Yeah, we kind of see both just kind of interlocked right here and then just holding on.
Yep.
Holding on to arms. And here's Bronson Perez right here with the Gator free kick from that foul.
He's about 45 yards out from the goal. Waiting. Are we ready? There we go. And so it bends, header, goes back to Perez, still has it, defended by the Griffs.
Kind of weird bounce on that turf from there.
A lot of English on that whistle. And it's going to be another foul on the Griffs, I believe, with 4 minutes left to go before the half. Reminder, at 2 minutes, they're going to stop the clock. And so you will see 2 minutes, and then we'll remove the clock, and they will keep stoppage time on the field. So Perez has another opportunity from about the same point. This one high in traffic, header. And Dutchtown is there, setting up, trying to clear it. This has been the most
beautifully. This whole side was open, and let's see if this Griffin can kind of set it back in.
So going to cross off of
Penny.
Yeah,
which that was number 7, Cade Foley for the Griffins.
I think they were trying to get it through him to the left.
Yeah,
and he was just kind of stuck.
Yeah, with Cade, with that long ball coming to you. I wish he could have just had that one touch into the goal. You know, he kind of brought it outside that helped Sandoval defend, the front of the goal. If he would have just had that one touch that brought him to goal, it would have just been him and Roten. And, yeah, rest could have been history.
Penny with a nice through ball, and he's there. And he's got an opportunity shot and in, and a 3-0 lead for the Griffs.
I think that's another one from Owen Fletcher tonight.
Let's see. Yeah, it looks like him.
Turn
Yep, that's Owen Fletcher.
Yeah.
So Owen Fletcher, he had a great game against Sandoval at the pit during football season.
Yeah.
And he's having a great game tonight on the soccer pitch here tonight, leading 3-0 and getting the first and third goal. Yeah. I know a few things. I've had a good teacher. Knocked my mic away.
Look, you're so excited.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I might have disconnected it for a second.
Yeah, so just a reminder that's 2 minutes you see is going to be stopped only because the center ref has the official time. So we'll just kind of wait. See, I don't see it being any minutes putting on.
Yeah.
But as of right now, 2 minutes.
And before about a minute ago or so, I was going to comment that Sandoval had one of their best offensive rallies and probably the most time of possession, maybe a minute or two on the Dutchtown side, but then on the counterattack, Dutchtown is able to convert.
Yeah, and as we can see, Dutchtown is gearing up again. So, once you hit that 2-goal, I told you that 2 weeks ago, this gets easier. You know what I mean? You got to get over that 2 hump, and then it's coming faster than what you think. You know what I mean?
Momentum is a real thing in soccer from what I see because like we talk about, 1-0 can just flip very quickly, and we saw that in the game earlier, and it was 3-0 at the half, and then next thing, about 10 minutes into the second half, it was 8-0, and it's partly because things just start going your way. You got the confidence, and the other team loses their confidence, and so Dutchtown's starting to feel it now.
Yeah,
and Sandoval is kind of getting a little discouraged because 3 goals is a mountain. That's like being behind 28-0 at halftime in a football game.
Yeah, and it's just something too. It's that it was 1-0 for the longest time. Does that make sense? And then Sandoval kind of had that. All right, let's all go up and let's all go forward. But then Dutchtown saw that and then figured it out. We gotta be able to come from one side to the other, as we can see from that play earlier. When they switch the field, and that's what they are starting to see. We have to go to one end to the other, and that's how we're going to find that open player.
They almost got Fletcher for a hat trick right there, but could not get his foot on it, and so Roten will make the save. Probably got about a minute or so left.
Yeah,
I really can't gauge those things too well, it seems like, but feels like it.
Yeah, normally I always looked at the center because she's definitely going to call that. But normally whoever the center is will raise a hand or show that there's 1 minute left or things like that. But we keep doing this to ourselves, Jeff. We say about there might not be a minute that adds on, but look, a Griffin down, and that's Shea right there for the Griffins.
Yeah. He came down and
probably fell weird.
It looks like his elbow, forearm kind of area is kind of injured. I wish they did like you see in the World Cup and professionally, where you got the person that's up there holds up the sign with the number on it.
Oh yeah.
Like they'll put up a 3, and then you know how much stoppage time you got.
Jeff, I'll give you $10 to do that next game.
Okay.
Okay.
This ball still loose, and it's off the post, still alive. Dutchtown trying to do something with it. As long as Dutchtown has possession right here, they're not going to stop the first half. They're not going to stop in the middle of a rally right here. So Sandoval's got to get out of this if they need this half to end without giving up another goal.
Have to.
So now they'll set up.
Have to, because we saw last week. Here we go. Last week, the girls against EA, they came into their halftime, 3-4 nothing, and then scored 4 within the next, first 10 minutes. So, yeah.
So they dropped it back to midfield, and so they decided they're just going to stop it right here. And so we're at the half. It's 3-0. Dutchtown leads Santa Maria. We'll take a break. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
In 2025, REV eclipsed the $1 million milestone in scholarships. Applications for our 2026 scholarship are starting soon. Graduating seniors in all our service regions are encouraged to apply before the February 11th deadline, so make sure to give it your best shot. For more information on the application process, including a full list of criteria and guidelines, visit letsrev.com/scholarships. We are REV, 90 years of building connections.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
Here we are, Cypress Roofing, a woman-owned roofing company specializing in insurance claims.
With the hurricane season right around the corner,
Give us a call.
Get to know SEC Heating and Cooling this year. Locally owned and operated by Stephen Conyer since 2013, SEC Heating and Cooling works with residential and commercial customers in Ascension, East Baton Rouge, Livingston, and surrounding parishes. SEC specializes in preventive maintenance, repair, and complete changeout and installation of energy-efficient central air systems. From professional sales and expert installation of central AC systems to repairs and ductless AC systems, we can handle all your needs. For total peace of mind, call SEC today.
No one teaches you what to do immediately after an accident. Once everyone is safe, your first call should be to an attorney, not the insurance company.
Don't let the insurance company take advantage of you at your time of need. Call the Title Law Firm. We'll walk you through what you need to do in real time.
But you can take advantage of the Title Law Firm's 30 years of experience.
Before you call your insurance, make a free, no-obligation call to the Title Law Firm.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Title.
B.T. Chapman and A.J. Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Dutchtown High School's athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Griffins!
My name is Tamika Brooks, and I can tell you that REV Internet is the bomb. When I switched my services to REV, the people who came to set up were amazing. They were local, they were friendly, they were home. I really enjoyed it. I have not had a service calls. When I'm doing conference calls, I cannot have buffering. It is a no-no when I'm with a client. I do not want to appear unprofessional. So REV has had me in the sweet spot the last 4 years. If you're looking for the best fiber internet, I highly recommend REV.
REV presents the Action Minute.
Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
Hi, I'm Haley Leindecker with Action Therapy and Wellness in Gonzales, and I'm here to show you some simple techniques that you can do at home to increase mobility and improve posture.
The seated thoracic extension using a foam roller will improve your posture. Support your neck with your hands and keep your feet flat on the ground. Lean back over the foam roller while keeping your lower back neutral. Standing wand flexion is easy and very effective. Using a shoulder-width grip, keep your arms straight and slowly raise the wand overhead as far as comfortable. For the pectoralis stretch, stand near a doorway and place your forearms against the wall at a 90-degree angle. Step forward slightly till you feel a slight pull in your chest to feel a stretch. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Repeat 3 times.
Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, occupational, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
We're back, and it's halftime at Griffin Field, as you can see. Welcome to Griffin Field, and a decent crowd tonight, considering it's pretty darn cold out there. It's a lot colder than it was last week. Temperatures in the 70s last week, temperatures in the 50s here tonight, and dropping. Our score 3-0 Dutchtown with the lead, and kind of the man of the match here tonight so far has been number 8 for Dutchtown, Owen Fletcher. He scored the first goal, and he scored the third goal, and he's been the difference here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was that first half that you didn't know where it was going to go for a little bit. You know what I mean? Sandoval had a few little possession runs offensively, some free kicks that could have been goals, but Dutchtown through and through in this first half definitely had to find a new way, you know, to score a goal. It wasn't just a simple, I'm going to run past them, past the Gators into the goal, but like seriously, I've seen more crossbar shots tonight than I have this soccer season.
Right.
So very exciting first half. But, you know, for Dutchtown, kind of step it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Find more people that are open offensively. And for Sandoval, you got to attack together. Y'all are simply finding somebody in the middle, but Dutchtown is getting there first. You have to be able to supply your offense something and not just be stagnant behind a Dutchtown defender and your player can't find you.
So I'll go ahead and tell you a little bit about the power rankings right now. As you can see, there are no Dutchtown and no Sandoval, but we do have an East Ascension sighting. They are a top 10 team. They were the 16 seed last year in the playoffs and lost to Sandoval. Now they are moving up in the top 10. So they are, at least right now, the premier soccer program in the parish, but the premier soccer program in the district right now, as you showed me, Jolie, is Denham Springs. You got Jesuit and St. Paul's, and they're at the top. No big surprise there. Brother Martin's always good. West Monroe, Baton Rouge High, Catholic High, Mandeville, H.L. Bourgeois, and then EA at 10. And Dutchtown is in the teens. And if the season ended right now, they would host a playoff game in the first round. So would East Ascension, but both of them would be on the road in the second round. But I think that's a cause for optimism for having some home playoff games here in Ascension Parish, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely for both of those squads to be able to have, you know, be able to host a playoff game. But I'm just more looking at it, and I think we said this the last time, Jesuit, St. Paul, Catholic, soccer is not a split sport. They are all together. Something I really like about that. But, you know, talking about Sandoval still, you know, their Division I District 5 schedule, as we can see, they already played East Ascension, you know, back in December. They lost 3-1. That was a very fun game to call for REV. And then last week played Denham Springs, lost to them 8-0. Tonight is REV Game of the Week here at Dutchtown. And then on 28th, they travel to Live Oak. And then on the 30th, they have Walker at home, you know, and something that Sandoval can, you know, if they lose tonight, they do have Live Oak and Walker that they can kind of help their district standing out.
Right, but they need to win this one because they're at 40. And so if they can't move up here, they're running out of time. And so there's a likelihood that Sandoval will not be in the postseason this year. But when we look at Dutchtown, they're going to be in the postseason, but they've got a tough schedule. They still have to play EA, and they still have to play Denham Springs. They're going to get EA over at Spartan Stadium, then they're going to get Denham Springs at home to end the district season. But they have Walker and Live Oak in between that, and so they still have a chance. They are looking like they're going to start this district season at 1-0, and then you get a game against EA, and that will probably be a matchup that might determine who finishes second or maybe first, depending on how these teams do against Denham Springs, because Dutchtown always seems to have a magic kind of element when they play them.
Yeah, absolutely. And, if you just love hearing our voices, let's talk about the next REV games of the weeks that are coming up. So, like tomorrow, there's a big girls soccer game at the Pit, which that is Santa Maria Girls Soccer versus Dutchtown. But next week, on the 20th, EA at Santa Maria Boys Basketball. Then on the 22nd, Dutchtown at Donaldsonville Girls Basketball. And then on the 23rd, EA at Prairieville Girls Soccer. And that's all coming up on REV Sports 1 on YouTube.
Yeah, and you will be covering that game with Jimmy tomorrow night, the one that's not on the schedule. That's going to be girls soccer at the Pit. I think Jimmy's going to work with SWAC for the boys basketball game, and then I think I have girls basketball and soccer right after that. So we're going to bring SWAC in, and then we're going to bring you back to do a little more soccer.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Always fun. And after that, we're probably going to have some postseason, because we talked about this already. It's a likelihood that EA and Dutchtown will get some home games, or get at least one home game. I think the Prairieville boys right now are in the top 5. And so they have a likelihood that they could get 2 home games. Prairieville girls are in the top 10, so they may get a couple some games in the postseason coming up. But their ultimate destination would be
Santa Maria right here and the Griffin Stadium. We're, kind of a few minutes away, maybe seconds away from this second half with this very exciting district matchup. Only seeing the scoreboard 3-0, a lot of people would be like, Griffins had to work for that. It did not come easy for them. They had a whole lot of shots. They had 7 total corners to try to get it, get something happen. Only on one corner they scored. Everything else came from either a pass from the outside in to Fletcher and Shea. But awesome job by and kudos by Santa Maria's defense, because it could have been 8-0 very easily if those corners would have been let in and things like that. So great job by the Santa Maria defense for keeping this game to a 3-0, and for Dutchtown simply just got to find the back of the net.
And Santa Maria's got to get some confidence here, because I talked about this from last week when we had the girls game against East Ascension. Dutchtown had the 3-0 lead at the half, and then things just snowballed. They were able to get one goal, and then they just kind of lost their confidence, and next thing you know, they gave about 4 goals in about a 5-minute span, and then the game was over.
Yeah.
Santa Maria can't do that.
Yeah, I mean, already, Dutchtown, I already know what Coach Dyer was saying, to them. Be patient, have confidence, let Santa Maria make the mistakes, and then we capitalize on that.
As it goes out. No, it does not. They keep it in. And this looks like number 6, Johnson.
Which I love it. They switch sides, so now we have a new players on this side that we get to see.
Absolutely. I know the people who are watching at home, they always want to hear their kids' names or their grandkids' names called. We're going to do our best with it. It's kind of hard out there, as you can tell, with the on the Dutchtown side, as that's the wrong net. So
2 goals,
goal kick.
1 net.
Yep. 3-0. Minute in on a cold night here at Dutchtown. It may get into the 40s. Last I checked, it was about 52, 53 degrees. But it's a pretty cold night. At least there's no wind, though, because when that wind starts whipping and it's cold out there, then that really stinks.
Yeah.
But we're in the press box, so I don't care. As
definitely a big difference.
Gets through over to Roten. And he will clear. Header. Back in danger. Another header. Trying to get it to Fletcher, I believe. Can he get the hat trick? No, he leaves it for left side. I think it's Johnson's shot right at Roten.
Yep. Simple. Just kind of stayed put. hands to the ground to where nothing goes through your legs as a goalkeeper. That's always not a good way to go for a goal to be scored on you.
Here comes an opportunity on the counter. That's Perez for Santa Maria, weaving through traffic. 1-on-1 now. Trying to get to the corner.
Taking over.
And he loses it. Is it a corner or is it a goal kick?
It's going to call a goal kick on that one.
Yeah, I thought maybe one of the Griffins made contact, but they're going to rule that he did not. I think we're back live now. Score remains 3-0 Dutchtown, but an opportunity and a strike, and it's 4-0. So there's your goal. As you didn't miss anything, but you got our fourth goal. As not sure who that was from the distance. Hopefully the public address will help us out as we still trying to set up our replay right here. But that's a big one, and so it's a hat trick.
Fletcher, there
Owen
you go.
Fletcher.
You called it earlier too.
Yep, he's having the game of his life, perhaps. Third goal, and I don't know if Owen Fletcher kind of sets it up for Santa Maria or what, because he had a great game, just running and throwing the football earlier this season.
Hey, some people just are more motivated against different teams. Totally understand that.
Yeah.
His night, he has our number. You know, Santa Maria's number.
Oh, I know. It happens a lot. Like, I'm a Saints fan, and there's so many people that always have their best games of their lives against when they play the Saints. So I kind of understand that. Kind of aggravates me sometimes. When I was growing up, it seemed like Jerry Rice and Joe Montana would beat us every stupid time we played.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm somebody that every time I played Dutchtown, I was like listening to Rooster by Alice in Chains, listening to Metallica. Like, I was a totally different person. And as we can see, Santa Maria right here, number 14, Peyton Babin is going to get called for just kind of excessive, trying to pull him down, throings like that.
So throw in coming from Cade Johnson. Actually, it's a penalty, so free kick.
A little free kick right there.
When you see the sideline, I automatically think throw in. But the black line where the official is standing, that's the line that marks out of bounds. And is this Fletcher again trying to go for four? Or way
wrong goal.
wide?
I think he's looking that way.
Yeah, that was his weakest effort of the night.
And
I mean that. I mean that in all.
Yeah. Would you consider that a shot on goal, Jeff?
Well, it was on that other goal.
Yeah, on the other one. Yeah, but that makes sense.
That was not a shot on goal. Yes.
There are so many people that are like, "Well, he had 17 shots this game," and I'm like, "But where?"
Yeah.
I can shoot every single game and hit the foul pole. Hit the goal. I mean,
yeah.
Kind of have to look at that. I mean, that was just kind of simple. Just okay, let me just try something.
Exactly.
But right here for Dutchtown, and that is.
Oh boy!
I got nervous on that one. I didn't know if it was gonna kind of.
I think Roden got scared out there too.
As you can see, the high one, but I mean, it was creeping kind of back in from up here.
And so our score 4-0. And they'll dump it back to Klein.
Which this, for a lot of teams, it just kind of sets up, sets your defense back up and then helps everybody kind of get back in place. I kind of like that short game from Dutchtown right now because, you're kind of in the driver's seat. It's 4-0, and you can get Santa Maria right here off guard by simple passes and coming up all together.
So if you're Santa Maria, you can't get too aggressive right here and you lose your spot, and then next thing you know, somebody's free.
Yeah. And then as we can kind of see, every Sandoval Gator is on the defensive 50 side. So if you lose it, towards there, you only have one person. You're not all, attacking together. And that's how we're seeing Dutchtown just so possessive right here, because they have every person
and
right there in front of the goal.
Right there. Beautiful pass. And fifth goal, and now it is 5-0. Let's look at the replay. That was Johnson with the assist.
That was beautiful, off off-the-foot. Just absolute great.
Parker Johnson, number 30.
There we go. Somebody new in the game for the Griffins.
And so this is what happens. While we had our technical difficulties, nothing was really happening, and Sandoval was just kind of holding the line, and then all of a sudden you get one goal, and now it's 2.
Yeah.
And that's over the span of about 3 minutes.
Similar to last week.
Yep.
With the girls.
So now this is where you can't let it just drop to 8 really quickly, because that 8 can just show up. I think that's a new player, Miles. He scored in the other game. Through ball, offsides.
I knew it because of the fact that he was already starting to run before his center mid even received the ball. And beautiful look, though. Great job by I think that's number 5, or for the Griffins, Jackson Ellegard. It was beautiful. Actually, number 8 right there, Owen Fletcher. He simply just placed it perfectly right there for that Griffin.
Yeah, I immediately looked up at the official, and he threw that flag immediately.
Like it was too pretty not to be good. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I was like,
And that's what we talk about. That it could have been 6 that sudden. So we're going to have to get some of the new names out here, because the Griffins are given a lot of substitutions right now. We didn't see that in the girls' game against East Ascension. They didn't substitute very much. They were just trying to get the game finished. Coach Dyer, he has maybe a little deeper bench, or maybe he wants to see a couple of players and see how they fit in the rotation and all that type of stuff. So
yeah, it should be Sandoval throw. I'm not really sure why Sandoval kind of backed up from it. Or maybe, actually a foul.
Okay.
Did not see anything right there for it to be a foul to put place on the ground. So
I think that's Carreras.
And little Jerry Rouillet puts hands on somebody and they fall.
So 25 minutes. Dutchtown in control, on their way to their first district win in their district opener.
Oh, what a way to open up with Sandoval. Any other year you'd be like, oh, the gauntlet first.
Yeah.
But, hey, got to see where you got to be at the rest of January first.
It's weird because we talked about this. Sandoval and Dutchtown has been the rivalry, and East Ascension has kind of been the other team. And when you look at the schedule here and you saw Sandoval, you're like, oh, we have to start with a really tough game. And then we got a break when we play East Ascension. Now it's now you look at it, you're like, well, maybe we can get through this, but we better watch out for EA, because they are legit this season. And they're in the top 10. I haven't seen them yet this season, but I look forward to it, because I have a feeling we may see them in the postseason.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, one of the things, when I got to watch them play, when me and Jimmy did the Sandoval EA game in December, I mean, it was just they are already meshing so well together. Sale, man, goal wide open. He's definitely going to want that one back, that Griffin.
Yeah, he kind of hesitated, wanted to avoid contact with the goalkeeper as Roten came out.
That looks like number 11 for the Griffins.
Not sure.
Yeah.
We were just starting to get accustomed to the starters.
Yeah.
I think you're right with number 11, but I don't see one.
I do not see one at all. Yeah.
Let's check the freshman roster. They may be Samuel Hayes, maybe. Oh, he's on JV 2.
Oh, how about this? Let's check my eyes. Number 18. That's Luke Bursajay for the Griffins. How about that?
That's better. Yeah.
Okay. No wonder why I couldn't see 18.
And now here's an opportunity. Offsides. Whistle again. 5-0. We're about halfway through this second half, not quite there. Now we'll try to get you some names on the other side. There's Dakota Martin for Santa Monica, number 9. Trying to get it over to 3, Steele. Throw in coming from number 31 for the Griffs. That's James Cox.
I like this opportunity for the younger Griffins to get this experience also. You know, you're sitting at 5-0 against the Gators. Don't know what next season could bring to where some of these might only can play JV. You don't know. So awesome by Coach Dyers for getting them this opportunity.
So tomorrow, as you see the throw-in coming from Carter Mann, tomorrow you're going to be busy. I'm going to take a little break. I'll probably watch some of it on the YouTube as you get a throw-in from Jackson Steele. But tomorrow we're going to get another DUTCHTOWN Santa Monica matchup, but it's going to be girls soccer, and it's going to be at the Pit. And that one should be a lot more competitive. And as you see an opportunity, and can they get through? No, they cannot.
Sail.
Yep. But that's a game that could potentially determine a district title.
Mm-hmm.
Because those two teams are pretty solid. Of course, you got other teams as well, like Denham Spring.
Yeah.
Denham has just kind of gotten better and better and better every season, and now they're top 5 potential on both sides.
Yeah.
But it's definitely the winner of that match will basically be the can kind of claim
either 1,
bragging
2, or
rights.
3, yeah.
Can claim bragging rights at least for the AP teams.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be a big deal. And again, it's also playing for power ratings because it's great if you win district, but it's greater if you can get inside the top 8. So you can get like 2 home games at least. And so Santa Monica is just about there. DUTCHTOWN has some work to do to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But they could rocket up the charts if they can beat Santa Monica. But if Santa Monica can win that game, then they could be in that kind of 2 home game
category.
area.
Yeah.
So now an opportunity and trying to get it to center, cannot. That's Miles. Now setting up again, right side.
See this cross, but no one is home in the middle. Have got to get the ball out.
And there's a strike, blocked, and it's loose, and an opportunity. Try to cross instead of going for
Taking
the
a
goal
shot,
right
yeah.
there. But nobody was home. And here's an opportunity for Santa Monica, Kirby, but it's stolen. Out. Kirby will throw it in. See number 9 right there. Asher Evans. And 2 players down. No whistle. It'll be Griffin possession as one of the Gators remains on the turf.
Yeah, it looks like Parker Wagaspack right there for the Gators, kind of holding ankle. Mm-hmm. Not sure if it just kind of rolled on top or something.
Yeah. Not quite sure what happened, and they're going to tend to him as he may need a little assistance to get off
and
the
with
field.
With the trainer and head coach walking onto the field, Parker has to get out.
Yep.
So it's not like as we can kind of see, definitely right here, just simple, kind of went to slide, and it looks like just kind of rolled on top of his foot while he was sliding.
So we saw the girls Dutchtown team. I know you've seen the girls Santa Maria team. Tell us what to expect from them, since we haven't really seen them very much this season.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, both programs are kind of the same right now. You know, they are really great at scoring, have a great defensive mindset. I think tomorrow, though, you know, Santa Maria is going to have more of the control. You know, they are right now very possessive and just kind of finding out each other throughout this January. But they're also coming from a loss from Denham. You know what I mean? So they're going to have that edge of, okay, we can't have another loss, things like that. Dutchtown, you know, they're just from the other night. They're still Dutchtown. They can create anything, as we seen from their boys' side tonight. They can just score goals no matter what their record is, no matter how far they are, you know, in playoffs or anything else. They can just score, and that's something that the girls can do right now too, you know, with winning, you know, some big games in this last, you know, 2 weeks of their 2026 start of their, you know, of their district season. And so honestly, I'm just more excited because of the history that's behind these two programs on the girls. I don't know if I'm just saying it as I was a part of it as a player and a coach, or just because it's always just so much fun. It's going to be very loud from parents, and a shot on goal by, I think that's Jerry Rouillet out there for the Gators, number 47. Or, yeah, not 47, 46, because that's 47 is Aiden Kirby. But, hey, a shot on goal right there for the Gators with 16 minutes left. I love this light that the Gators, younger Gators now, are going along with.
The boys, you saw them beat Prairieville last week. The Dutchtown boys beat the Prairieville boys. What you didn't see after the girls had beaten, the girls Dutchtown team had beaten the EA team, as, that might be an opportunity for a steal. And we'll keep an eye on that. But on the Dutchtown side, on Saturday, they played the Prairieville girls, and the Prairieville girls are top 10 in D2. And they beat Prairieville easily as well. And so the Dutchtown girls are kind of on an upswing, and they're a really good team. And I always talk to Chris Goodall because he's right down the hall from me, and I asked him about the game because he's the Prairieville coach, and I asked him, you know, even before the game, he said, "How you feel about the game? Do you have a better record? You have a higher power ranking?" And he said, "Oh, no, don't worry about that. The Dutchtown girls are good, and they can beat us." And they beat them. I think it was 3-1. I think the final score.
Yeah.
So Dutchtown is they've been kind of laying in the weeds, kind of, sort of, with the schedule, and their record is a little bit deceptive on both sides. And this is, on the girls and boys side, a team that can win a playoff game or two if they get the right matchups and can keep their momentum and avoid injuries.
Yeah, I like that run that was just played by number 18 for the Griffins, Luke Bursajay. He just didn't turn his hips quite well enough when he got towards closer to the goal. Just kind of kept looking at the inline, and there's Luke right there. Dutchtown right now, you know, with having more younger players out there, need to just learn the game of speed of play with the ball at your feet. You can beat a team by holding the ball and they never receive it. But Santa Maria right now is looking fired up, as you can see, but a foul right there on number 37. Pretty sure that's still Jerry Rouillet out there for the Gators. And kind of, as we can see, just both of them going to... And actually, 37 is Paxton LeBlanc.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Another guy. He looked a little bit taller, I think.
Yeah. Actually, I realized I was saying something wrong because I saw his hair.
Yeah. That too.
Yeah.
You got a lot of different hairstyles. You got a lot of you still got a lot of the peroxide out there.
Yeah.
Occasionally, like you see you see that more in soccer and baseball, I think, than
The
football.
peroxide is, when you look at boys soccer for Santa Maria, that is against East Ascension. That's what they do every year. That's their tradition. When I see them walk down the hallway with that, I'm just like, please don't. Just please stop. I love it, but I'm like, y'all have to stop.
Sometimes they're like, hey, I kind of like this.
Yeah,
And,
none of them. And then they started getting to where now they are bleaching their eyebrows, and I'm like, oh gosh, stop! Like, we don't need any beach boys here at Santa Maria, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Well, you might have an opportunity at a goal right here as Kirby's trying to make a run and
Just
center it over to 41, but nobody there.
Yeah, it's kind of what's happening all night long for Santa Maria. They're having that opportunity, but no one is there to kind of, what I like to say, collect the trash.
Yeah.
Put it back in the bin. There's just they're hiding out behind the defense, and they have got to get a little bit to where their runs are in front of them, and then defense can catch them.
Now, we had the 8-0 game on the girls' side, Dutchtown East Ascension, and it kind of seems like the body language and the effort is a lot different than we saw on the girls' side because Santa Maria is kind of mounting some rallies here and still trying to be on the offensive. And there were a couple of moments in the girls' game where Dutchtown was about to score, and they just kind of were like, okay, go ahead and score.
Yeah.
And because games are kind of over anyway, but Santa Maria is still fighting out there.
Yeah.
They don't want to lose 8-0. They're trying their best to avoid that.
Yeah, and it's just that sense of, too, you have the younger Gators out there. They have everything to prove. You know what I mean? So they're not going to stop until that whistle is blown, and that's something, that I've been saying this whole game. You want the younger underclassmen in this to where they can already understand the wit and the drive that you need to compete, in every district game. You want it more than the next player, and beautiful rocket shot right there by that Griffin. But great job by Roten, as we can see on this replay, goes back to the middle and just keeps it low on the ground. That is actually a really hard shot to try to defend because that could deflect off of you, kind of hit off the ground before it gets to you, and it's just something that that was just a great shot right there, and trying to get his number, but definitely hasn't turned around yet. Go figure.
Yeah. Santa Maria got a really raw deal this year with the Manchester injury because this team would not be 2-15. They would be a very competitive team. And losing a guy like Manchester, if you're a casual soccer person, that's like losing your starting quarterback. And if you don't have a quarterback, you don't have a football team. And if you don't have a guy like Manchester who can strike from anywhere and so fast and so quick and so sudden, that makes a big difference.
Yeah, and so he finally turned around, and that's number 7, Cade Foley. We've been talking about him all night, but I guess he wants to try a new position because he hasn't been right there all night. He's been more towards the back, so I'm like, this is fun for him.
So we're 10 minutes away, and the cross, nobody there.
And something's
going to strike, and I got a hand on it, and that may go to the corner kick. So we are now 10 minutes away from concluding this game.
Yeah, something simple right there. I feel like Dutchtown, though, if you are playing, Denham Springs, they do play them in what, 2 weeks or a week or something like that. Denham is not going to let them have those opportunities. It cannot, as soon as you touch the ball, you have to let it go. So, Dutchtown needs to try to find to where it's just a one-touch done, and great job by Roten for just, for Santa Maria for just kind of setting the ball down. But definitely got to get away.
But left.
Replay right here, and just...
Yeah,
that could be a great shot if it deflects off of somebody. Yeah. So I love the opportunity.
This is a tough time. tough part of the game when you're watching it or when you're doing our job right here, and also the guys out there on the pitch, because this is the point where the outcome has been decided, and you might just kind of get a little distracted. You don't have the same focus that you did before. It's kind of like, let's just kind of ride this out and see what happens.
Yeah, and you don't have the same players on the field.
Yeah.
Definitely new people up there for Santa Ma and the Griffins. I mean, every starter, I think, for Dutchtown is out.
Oh, that was unusual, off the chin.
And that's Cade Foley still going on, though. So he's one that's still out there for Dutchtown, but everybody else I'm trying to double check, and I do not see, probably to the back lines, just to make sure you kind of have that.
Oh, there's a size disadvantage right there.
Yeah.
Number 9, just Asher Evans.
It's right here, Andre, just for you. Talking about number 8 earlier.
Yeah. There's number 8. That's Miller Willoughby.
Hey, you know what? I would take 11, 12 number 8s.
Yeah.
If that's what you're going to do every time and not back down. I absolutely love that.
As the saying goes, he hit the wall.
Yeah.
But you know what? You get back up. And
Yep.
you brush yourself off.
Hey, the wall has to crumble one day.
Yep.
I see great opportunity, but awesome job out the hand.
Net is open. Can they get a goal? Oh, no.
Net's still
Not
open.
yet.
Let's
Not
happen.
yet.
Nothing. So we also have Colston Carreras back in for the Gators. Kind of see if he can set up a senior.
Trying to get it to Willoughby. Can't get possession. Can you save it?
And he does.
And he does. 41. Don't have his name.
It's probably one of those ones that he plays JV, so let's just find him a jersey to hurry up put on. It's quite all right.
Yep. Here's an opportunity perhaps for Dutchtown. Number 7, Foley. You talked about him earlier. Nice pass. Can he get possession before it goes out? He does not. And he's aggravated. I understand why. There was an opportunity.
Yeah. As we can just see right here. Simple, ran out of real estate. That
20.
extra little touch.
22. There was that's one of the JV guys.
Yeah,
That's
Anthony Rosa. Or how would you say that?
I don't know.
Rosa?
Rosas?
Yeah.
There you go. Maybe he'll get another opportunity right here as the pass is through, and I think that's Miles. Can Miles do something here? Turn around, strike right to Roten.
Yeah. And just a reminder, just because the time is getting down, we will stop it at 2 minutes because the center rev has the official time. And as we can just see, Roten for Santa Ma just stays down and makes sure that, you know, the soccer ball rolling to him is just like a routine ground ball in baseball. You got to put your hands down, grab the ball.
And correct me if I'm wrong here, but when we get to the end here, and you got stoppage time coming, but in a game where the outcome has already been determined as kind of just the throw-in unsuccessful. In a match like this, are they going to give a lot of extra stoppage time, or are they just going to kind of blow the whistle a little early?
It's almost like if I'm going to tell you this, Jeff, do you speed when you drive?
I do.
So what was the chance of you getting a ticket? It's always kind of slim to high.
Yeah.
So, like, a center AR is going to give all 40-minute opportunity for a team. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, if she wants to, since it's a girl tonight as the center ref, she can have 3-4 minutes, but she's definitely number one rule all the time. You're playing for
play full time.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So even when she stopped for the injury or little things like that, that's 1,000%. Like, it's definitely. Let's check this little replay right here.
And Nolan
just kind of collides. And perfect. Nice job by our camera crew.
Turns around and says, "Hey, Nolan, what's up? Why were you late tonight?"
Yeah. Nolan.
I think that's Nolan, isn't it? Yeah, that's Nolan. 3:55. Well, I'm glad he showed up.
Perfect spot.
So there's Rosas again, trying to make something happen.
Now you have fans.
Yeah, I know him from ISSP. I shouldn't tell people that. No, that's Roussel. I forgot his first name for a moment. He was a good player here at Dutchtown for several years. Peyton Roussel, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's a Roussel for sure.
I love how you said several. They can only be here 4.
Mm-hmm. But he,
I wish you can have people for several, like the college transfer portal.
Mm-hmm. He was a contributor pretty much early on.
Yeah.
I recognize him, but he spent a couple of days with me too.
Hope simple. Let's see what the Gators can do. Finally have something, just kind of hold on to the ball. As we can see, Gators finally get the ball on this side, and it's one person.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have that extra help. They got to find that and be able to just simple pass back and forth to get past the 3 that Gator was trying to get around.
So throw in as we head toward stoppage time. Good move right there by the Gators, and now they'll set up. Can't quite get there. And now Dutchtown with maybe one last opportunity. That's Rosas again, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, there he is right there. Can he get
he was
redemption?
Off balance.
He cannot.
Yes, he was off balance. I was hoping he would get that, but then again, you can already see his tall self.
Mm-hmm.
He hits it and then tries to get past them, but then kind of outreaches for the soccer ball, and that is why that shot went wide right.
So here's another opportunity. Weaving through traffic,
And
pretty uncontested.
just let him go.
Yeah. So now sets up. Nice move. Oh, and I don't think he was ready for that.
No, not at all. I think that was more of like if you play ping pong and the ball comes at you really, really fast, you just put your paddle up. I'm pretty sure that's what he did with his left foot.
And there's a strike, and it's a short.
It's deflection, too, I think, off of a Gator.
Possibly. As Roten hangs on. Yeah, that had a wicked movement. I never saw the contact, but I figured it might be something like that. I'm glad you were able to catch that.
That's why I'm always here with you, Jeff.
Appreciate that.
Inside the
no.
box.
Yep. And there's a shot wide by inches.
Yes.
So
Let's see
look
this
at the
replay. Look at no is great right here for us. Nolan,
Yep.
nice.
Mm-hmm. But he was still late.
Yes.
He wasn't late. I'm just kidding. No one.
Yes. Awesome job by our camera crew tonight, just displaying all of this. What I would have give to watch this high quality of a game back in the day.
Yeah, our camera operators probably aren't as happy as last week because it was in the 70s, and now it's in the 40s as we have our final whistle, and the game is done. And so that will conclude our match tonight. On the boys' side, Dutchtown takes the win 5-0 over Sanamaw. We'll see if the girls can kind of reverse that trend, as tomorrow night Jimmy will be out here with you. Actually, you won't be out here. You'll be out at the pit in Sanamaw. So you got one night of boys, and then you're going to have one night of girls tomorrow. So looking forward to that. I'm assuming you are. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm like very excited. I'm more of like, come on, Jeff. What else are you gonna say? I'm just excited because it's soccer season. The cold's out. Great weather for soccer. I'm more of it better be cold for a soccer game. That's just what I fell in love with this game with. But I mean, awesome job by the Griffins tonight. But great job by the Gators for simply just having making the Griffins have to work tonight.
So I'm going to wrap it up because the camera operators are probably pretty cold. So you got Andre up here in the press box with us, and Maggie and Priya and Zane, and you got Nolan, of course, doing a great job. Lyle always doing a good job helping out and being the glue that helps put this all together. And for Jolie, I'm Jeff. Our final score tonight, Dutchtown 5, Santa Monica 0. We'll see you tomorrow for girls soccer. You've been watching the Rev Game of the Week.